Greetings, everybody. Let's just take some breaths. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you enjoyed your Sunday night, or depending on where you are on the globe, you may already be into your early Monday morning. I'm not quite sure where this video is going, with the exception of my initial purpose for it, a message. Just for you guys, okay? Those of you who need this. I actually got a card for you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I am always thinking of my sincere, heartfelt viewers, those who actually come to view Bloom for reasons of actually seeking guidance or help in some way. I'm always thinking of you guys, believe it or not. So I got this for you. And here's the message. It says here, whatever it is that makes you feel a little happier, a little more relaxed, and a little more cared about, that's what you're wished today. That is what your wish today. So in other words, that is what I wish for you today, tonight, this morning, depends on, like I said, where you are. If you guys checked out the earlier video, the light language, the crystal grid, the mudras, I feel like maybe that's all tied in together. The two cards that came out for you guys was, and I'll show you again if you want to see it, was peace and receptivity. Peace and receptivity. Divine feminine energy. Ironically enough, Jamie Price, I don't know if you guys know who she is or follow her on YouTube, but she is a light language channeler. She's been doing it for a very long time, so she's not a novice, and very well established. So you might want to check her out, Jamie Price. Her message from March confirmed. I saw her message after doing my video, so her message confirmed what I had pulled for you guys earlier, the light language transmission, the message, the crystal grid. And I love when that happens because it just reminds me that no matter how odd I am or how, sometimes we're just not, in the ego form in our 3D, our lower nature, we don't always be knowing and be getting it or, be thinking like, okay, is this legit or is this on, in divine synchronicity, or is this just something I'm just doing some random shit? Okay. But, it confirmed. And so I was like, that's good. And so it is telling me that probably more than anything right now, many of you probably need to relax. I had to take a swallow of that myself. I know it's cliche and nobody ever wants to hear this. But Jamie was talking about being patient with, she said, what was her word? She said patience through the process, or patience through something to that effect. But basically it wasn't inactivity. It was basically just a shift in perspective and vibration. But she talked about how that relaxed patience in the developing or unfolding or something like that. But, when we don't have all of the steps or all of the for sure answers, or we're trying to get guidance, and like myself, if you're anything like me, I have a very unique birth chart. So I tend to want answers. I tend to want them clear and cut Now I tend to want them detailed, and I tend to want them, you know what I'm saying, through the whole thing. I do not like not knowing. That's a typical earth energy. But sometimes it's the cultivation of being able to rest in any given moment, releasing control of outcome. I know I cringed at it. I'm like, ugh, but she was talking about how when we can align with our patients through the unfoldment, that it puts us in a vibrational state to where now we become more and more receptive, which was one of the cards I'll show you here in a minute. We become more and more receptive to that in which we are really wanting to align with and manifest. Versus, let me explain. Anything like me, you get into high octane, okay? Anything like me, hyper overdrive, especially if you're a person that maybe you feel like you made a lot of mistakes in your life. Maybe you feel like you've made a lot of poor choices. Maybe you feel like, you come through a lot of maybe some ancestral stuff, procrastination, indifference, apathy, fear, whatever. And you're trying to, as you get on a path like this, then it's like you become hyper vigilant and wanting to make sure that you're not just sitting back filing your nails, for lack of better words. But some of that is a program. Some of that is based on some of the conditioning that we inherited or that we were reared in our cultures, to make us feel like if you're not constantly doing something about your issues, then you are negligent to be responsible. So there's a fine line between irresponsibility and hypervigilance. Because sometimes all we can do is breathe, be present, make a plan, no doubt. But I believe we should make a plan when we're clear, like clearing our mind, when we're in a relaxed state, versus plans that's being birthed out of anxiety. And we're like, it's like, so sometimes it's about sitting still, enjoying the now, breathing through it. That's why you guys hear some rain sounds, music in the background here. I hope I'll find out how it sounds on audio when I get a chance to come back and look at the video, because it's live, so I have no idea. So I apologize if it's annoying sound. But my intention was to provide some calm, soothing relaxation, and just to tell you guys that I'm thinking of you, and that I'm sending you love and light all the time. And I'm cheering you guys on in the background and wishing that every blissful thing that I wish for myself, I wish for you in the way in which it, whatever that means for you. So whatever you need to do, so long as it's not in violation to someone else, so long as it's not harmful, whatever it is, do that. Forget what people think, including me. Forget what anybody thinks. If it makes you a little bit happier, makes you feel relaxed, it makes you feel like you're cared about, that you're seen, that you're heard, and you matter, do that. Connect with those types of individuals. Don't feel bad, okay, about not wanting to connect with individuals that make you feel like you're with somebody but you're alone. Not so good. Don't feel bad. Those seasons and templates are over. Okay. You deserve your peace and your bliss. I think that came out in light language. Now, like I said, I really wasn't sure what I was going to do beyond that. Earlier, as I was out and about, I just got home maybe 15 minutes ago or so. But I was listening to a video regarding, you guys know I love astrology and I study this stuff, right? Total nerd. It was a video about our Jupiter placement in our birth chart and how it was more important than people thought. And so I researched mine because I have my birth chart done already. So my Jupiter, whew, for me, is Aries, more fire. But Jupiter is considered the luckiest planet. And it governs anything to do with what we feel like is our life's purpose and mission. And the young lady was saying that it bleeds into every other area of our lives. For an example, she said, if we feel like we have no purpose, whatever that means for you, it doesn't have to be nothing big and grand because it depends on your placement, right? Whatever that means for you. But if you feel like you're not fulfilling something, you feel lost, she said that this is why a lot of depression, to you too, hold on, sorry. Depression, dissatisfaction. It made so much sense. So what I ended up doing, I looked into my chart and I looked at the breakdown that it gave me and everything that it said. And I was like, like my eyes really, because I'm like, how the hell? To me, it just confirms how so much is really, truly rooted in astrology, whether people, I'm not here to change people's beliefs, but I'm just saying, since this is my channel, then I can speak freely in terms of, that's what my resonance is. And so I'll read just to give you an example of what my Jupiter placement said. And then I invite you, you can get a free birth chart done, like a kind of a condensed version one for free. If you go on Google and just type that in, you can get it for free. They'll email it to you or whatever, right? And so this might explain some things to you. And then you may be able to look into your life and see, oh, that's why I'm kind of feeling this way, even as relates to just day-to-day life and personal relationships and stuff like that, right? And then just knowing who you are, because she says that for whatever reason, that Jupiter placement helps you to really understand yourself and knowing who you really are versus the sun sign is, our identity, what I'm saying? The rising sign has to do with our image in the world. What was it? Hold on, I'll pull this out for you guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. So I could share this and, okay. Sun, moon, rising. Okay. All right. As I said, the sun sign, which in my case, I'm Capricorn. But the sun rules your identity. Like I just said, the moon is ruling your emotions. Your rising sign is your presentation to the world image. Mercury is about your communication. Venus is about your values and relationships. Mars is about your action. Okay. And Jupiter is about your expansion. Again, your purpose, your expansion. Saturn is ruling structure. Most people know about Saturn. Uranus. I'm sorry, you guys every time I say that, I know that's very silly, but every time I say Uranus, I always laugh because never mind. Uranus. But I guess it's not really said like that. It's supposed to be Uranus, but I be saying it Uranus. Anyway, Uranus is ruling your innovation, creativity, okay? And Neptune rules your dreams. Pluto, transformation. Okay, so these are the planets. I guess I'll go over the houses. The houses in astrology. The first house represents your ego, your self-image, okay? Mine is in Libra, so I'll give you that as an example. The second house represents money, okay? Money and material possessions. Mine is in Libra again, more air energy. The third house represents communication and community, okay? Mine is in Sagittarius, fire. The fourth house represents family, home, and security. Mine is in Capricorn. That makes total sense. The fifth house represents self-expression, romance, and creativity. Believe it or not, mine is in Aquarius, air energy. The sixth house represents day jobs, your health, routines, and mine is ruled by Pisces. The seventh house represents partnership and marriage, and mine is ruled by Aries. Good God, more fire. The eighth house represents transformation, birth, and death, and sex, and mine is in Aries again. The ninth house represents belief systems, higher learning, and travel. Mine is in Gemini. Make perfect sense. Air signs is known to be the intelligence of the air signs. Of the zodiac, and extremely intelligent. But, and I'm not trying to say that I like to puff myself up, but as I review things about me, I look and go, oh, okay, this makes sense. The 10th house represents career authority. Career authority, and mine is ruled by Cancer. The 11th house represents humanity, group relationships, and aspirations, and mine is ruled by Leo, more fire. The 12th house represents endings and hidden strengths, and mine is ruled by Virgo. Here's Earth. And some of y'all might say, we ain't asking, but you may find this useful. You may not be at this moment, but you will. Now back to the planets. So again, the sun, which is your sun sign, the sun, okay, about identity. I'm a Capricorn, obviously, okay. The moon is ruling the emotions, the planet, the moon, and mine is in Gemini. Rising rules your presentation, and mine is in Libra. Mercury rules your communication, as I said. Wow, and mine is in Aquarius, okay? Venus rules your values and relationships, as I said, and mine is in Sagittarius. Mars rules your actions, and mine is in, here again, Gemini, more air. Jupiter rules expansion, as I mentioned, mine is in Aries, and we're going to talk about that particular area here in depth in a second. Saturn rules structure, and mine is in Leo, more fire. Uranus rules innovation, and mine is in Scorpio, water. Neptune rules your dreams, and mine is in more fire, Sagittarius. Pluto rules your transformation, and mine is in Libra, okay? Wow. So let's see, it's in my first house. I'm just looking at something, you guys don't mind me. This is very useful. Okay. All right, you guys, so hold up. Okay. So Jupiter, expansion, life's purpose, right? And give me one second. Hold on, you guys. There we go. Right in the mud. Okay. So Jupiter representing expansion, your life's purpose, what you feel is your mission, right? And it bleeds over into other areas of our lives. So in my case, from my birth chart, this is what it says. So if your Jupiter is in Aries, then you may want to listen. It may vary a little bit because it's about the degrees and all the other details of your birth chart. But if your Jupiter is in Aries, it will be very similar to this, okay? So it says here, the way that you grow and develop is by being an uncompromising individualist. You have a great need to be yourself and to explore your latent talents and abilities. Do not be afraid to let yourself go and develop self-confidence. I'm sorry, wait. Yeah. Self-confidence and pride in your accomplishments. But try not to become so self-centered that you ignore the needs of others, which is so not going to be me. Total empath. So that ain't happening. Also, you may have to build up your self-discipline in order to focus your energies properly. I can totally see this about me. Now, the reason why I was inspired to even share anything to do with this, with Jupiter and where is it at in your chart and yada, yada, because when I was listening to this young lady, she was going in depth about Jupiter in Aries. She went a little bit further. And as I was listening to her, it explained why, no matter where I've been in my journey, when I was in dark nights of the soul, when I went through major belief system shifts, when I lost everything, gained it again, lost everything, gained it again, lost everything, gained it again. When my heart was broken, mended, broken, mended, no matter what I noticed as I look back up to this very moment is that for some reason, when it came to my passion and my purpose, I was always driven, even if it looked crazy to others. Since my Jupiter is in Aries, then she explained it that there is an overabundant of power or sun energy. She used a word, I can't remember, but she says it's like, it's relentless. She was like, it's just, it's because it's fire, but it just is what it is. But see, here's the thing that I'm actually kind of grateful for as I'm looking at it. It's like, okay, so to some degree, me honing in on things that I cared about for many years, even if it shifted in each season, whatever that was, because we grow and expand. It's a journey, you guys. Hope you guys catch up to this. We're not locked into nothing. This is a journey. It's growth. It's expansion. So what I'm looking at is that with each of these seasons, whatever it was, my creative projects, what I, loved to do and be a part of, when I was vesting in that, even when it's not to say you don't need to get everything else into balance, but it helped to get things back on track because I had a sense of purpose that I was allowing to be stimulated, that I was channeling, even though I didn't even understand that at that time, but that I was channeling that energy, which assisted, because she made a statement. She was like, if you're depressed, she said, excuse me, you guys. She said, it's hard to have a sense of purpose when you feel depressed. And sometimes you're depressed because you don't have a sense of purpose. And it's going to bleed over into everything else. So even if everything else has kind of gotten off track, or like I said, all these different various crazy chaotic seasons of my life, decisions that I so regret. Okay. But now I see that, okay, well, me with having that Jupiter in Aries helped me. It helped me because maybe I took mishaps and turned them into miracles. Because what? I had a purpose. I'm not talking about like, oh, the purpose is to not die, or the, purpose is to live, get up and eat shit, pay the bills. No, no, no. Something that made my heart sing. Something that I felt jive with my soul on a deeper level, outside of the surface superficial. You feel me? I always had that. When I look at my life in review, I've always had that. Aries in Jupiter. So I invite you all to really, set an intention to take a dive into that and see where that fits for you. Because maybe a light bulb is going to come on for you and you're going to be like, holy hell. Like, I just, if I can know who I am in this area and tap into that, whatever it means for you. Now, hear me out. Because like I said, it depends on all the other placements you have, whatever that means. If your purpose, your soul delight's purpose is, you know what I'm saying, making cupcakes, that shouldn't be minimized. It shouldn't be looked upon as less than. That's a cultural conditioning too. That's another program. Comparison. It shouldn't be looked upon like that if this is yours, because it's making your heart sing. You wants to make cupcakes, and your soul's purpose is to put smiles on folks' faces, to give them some cupcakes. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds so simplistic, but you guys get the gist. Because I think we think that when we hear say purpose, like everybody got to write a book, everybody got to be deep, No, that's not what everybody signed up for. Not everybody, at least not this carnation. And that's okay. It's really just about our authenticity to the soul, like whatever that is. But we got to find it. We got to be open and willing to tap in and see what that really is for us, versus just staying in the conditioning that we have been in and going with the status quo forever and worrying about what people think and yada yada, and but yet secretly and silently we feel unfulfilled. This to me gives us thrust to keep on keeping on. That's kind of the way I summed it up. Thrust to, no matter what seems not quite what you wanted it to be at this age and stage and phase of life, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is you were expecting to turn out, a different way. Like, it gives you the thrust to say, oh, well, life must continue. There's so much beauty. There's so much to be experienced, right? So let's tap into that. So with that being said, give me some lavender here. Getting tired, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I might be looking tired by now. It has been a long day. Ooh, baby. Yeah, this is lavender. I'm trying to think, what should I do for you guys before I go? We're talking about Jupiter. Got so many cards, it just don't make no sense. It just don't. Um, Jupiter, Jupiter, life's purpose. I'm thinking, you guys. I'm trying to see if messages are coming through. So I'm with you. I'm still with you. Jupiter, Jupiter. Give me a second, guys. Jupiter. Okay, so I want to fine tune it a little bit. For those who have their Jupiter in Aries, I will keep it there. Since it's collective, I'm gonna try to streamline it. If I'm led, I'll go through the zodiac, okay? If I feel like that's something that you guys want, that I'll go through the entire zodiac. But because when you're doing readings and you're trying to pick up energy, it's one of the reasons why I don't do the zodiac with tarot on my channel, because it's like, oh Lord, I'm like, ooh, it's just gonna be for whoever needs it. It's gonna be the collective reading. Because just trying to go, okay, Capricorn's energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, yeah, so much. And I got a lot of things going on with Bloom from Within Love. So we're just gonna focus on maybe a question or something, depending on how I'm guided right now. In terms of if your Jupiter happens to be in Aries, what's the message for you today? Maybe to bring some more clarity into that for you, or some inspiration or some insight on some level. We're not going to do a full spread, okay? Because it's 12 in the morning, okay? So I'm tired. But on a surface level, we'll get, a couple oracle pulls, and then we'll get a tarot or something, just to get some kind of an idea. All right. In terms of current energy, maybe, and then where you're going, you know what I'm saying? What to look forward to, or some kind of gauge, right? All right. So I'm going to do tarot first. I'm going to switch it up here real quick. Get a card through tarot first and see. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't forget about the raffle. But since enough people didn't enter, I was like, well, hell, I can save my time on that one. Maybe it's not the season for that. So I'm going to put that on hold. Just clearing the energy a little bit more. I love Palo Santo. Oh, yeah, baby. Huh. Okay. Love and light and blessings and alchemy, the violet flame. Regarding our Jupiter placement and our life's purpose under Aries, what's going on with Jupiter placement in Aries in our lives? What areas of our lives, what's being affected, what's going on for the collective in accordance with our higher heart? Wisdom, benevolence, clarity, truth, angels, guides, source, Gaia, light team, goddesses, galactics. power animals, fairies. Y'all know. Calling y'all in on this. Please infuse high vibrational energy around the reading. The listeners, viewers, myself, my space, their space. Gaia, ground us on the earth through our root. Please and thank you. Calling the elements in all directions of time and space. Jupiter placement Aries. Jupiter placement Aries. Jupiter placement Aries. Expansion, life purpose. What's going on? Jupiter placement Aries. Whew. All right. I know y'all not used to this. It's usually you can't even see the cards. I may need to change. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see the cards. Sorry, I was trying to see what I can do to help, but give me a second. All right. Jupiter placement Aries. What's going on? Jupiter placement Aries. This can't be right. It can't be. Oh, wait. Well, no. This makes sense. I need to take that back. It makes sense. It makes sense. I need glasses. You guys don't laugh at me for doing that. Oh my gosh. 45 years old, okay? Okay, so these two came out together, literally. The King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. The King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. At the bottom, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, so that's telling me some, yeah, baby. Some things supposed to go down. Anyway. Jupiter. Passion, life purpose, fire energy. King of Wands is a fire element. It's actually the Sagittarius, but it's the fire element, which is Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, right? Nine of Cups, water energy. But Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. It represents, feeling like your wishes are fulfilled. Expansion, life purpose. The Wheel of Fortune being at the bottom is telling me that where there has been maybe endless feeling of discontent, that's changing with the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana. It's in the upright. Now, I have to say that, of course, it depends on a lot of other placement, but I'm not going to get into all that, but that the wheel is finally turning enough in your favor to where you're going to be able to sense that and tap more into that passionately, being revitalized with the King of Wands. Fire is needed. We just asked about Aries, Jupiter and Aries, right? Now, it wouldn't have been nice if the Emperor came out, but you know what I'm saying? This is development. I mean, this is still high rank, so the drive, the inspiration, the motivation, the strength that you need is about to come around for you, okay? And it's going to lead here. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment in whatever that means for you with purpose. Business. It can be go on a creative endeavor. It can be elevating in a particular job, if that's in alignment with what you feel like is your soul's anything. How do I say this? Well, your soul's calling and pulling usually Usually, it's not something that you loathe, right? It ain't something that you cringe upon just thinking about it. It's usually some sense of something, even if it's hard work, even if it is discipline, even if it is setbacks, even if, you still get this sense, right? So those are little clues. It gives you fire. This king right here gives you fire. If it ain't doing that, that's your answer. I'm telling you right now. If if that ain't doing that, that ain't it. Okay. So, try to tap into the things that, okay, what lights my fire in terms of purpose? Okay. What drives me here? And who am I? These questions, right? Who am I? What do I want to do? Not what do I do to survive because I've been trained to. Who am I? What do I want? What lights my fire? What puts a smile on my face? Who am I? Why am I here? I surely ain't here just to eat and shit. I'm here to learn, to grow, to expand, to develop, but why? Other than take up air. Why? Why am I here? According to my soul, not the world's projected reasons. According to my soul. Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm excited. So this is the energy currently, those that have Jupiter and Aries. And hear me out, Jupiter in Aries. This is not about sun signs. This is about your Jupiter placement. I like that. I likes it. Yeah, you guys have gone through a healing. Let's see. We got the full. See, there's a Queen of Wands. So see, I see progression. Queen of Wands, you went on the endeavor. Okay, so now you're healing because some other shit's in it. Probably in your life, you had to do some healing and shit. And now, Six of Cups is here, like nostalgia. You're getting back there. Wheel of Fortune is turning in your back into your favor. Now leading you to the wish fulfillment through your King of Wands energy. All right, so we'll stop there. Now let's get an energy E card real quick, and then I'll get a energy healing, divine energy healing oracle, and that's it. Because I gotta go. My eyes are like starting to burn. They're probably red. When I get really tired, that's the first telltale sign. Okay. All right. All right. A message for the collective with Jupiter and Aries with this King of Wands and Nine of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. Could we get some inspiration here? I saw superhero at the bottom. Wow. Okay. Then hairball. Whoop, whoop. Hold on. Learning. No. Leaping in love. And this can be love for what you do, your life's purpose, your passion. Remember? Leaping, taking leaps, living large. Baby. See, that's what I'm talking about. That sister gets excited about that kind of stuff. Yeah. Right side up. Yeah, baby. Oh, see, yeah. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Yep. See, the Wheel of Fortune, I'm telling you, solar power. Ooh, empowerment. That's fire energy for sure. Okay. Time to fly. I'm just saying. X-ray vision. Y'all getting that vision sharp, baby. Sharp for what you want. Woo-hoo, yeah. See, I like this kind of reading. I like the happier ones. No drama. Magic carpet. Oh, you guys are being supported by the universe. Like some unprecedented stuff is happening or about to. Is about to. Wow. That reminds me of the magician. Okay. Abracadabra. Yeah. You're waving your magic wand. Oh, oh, oh. I'm telling y'all, like, look. I'm just saying. Okay. Hairball. Releasing some conflict and conflicting, doubts, belief system, throat chakra. It rules our manifestation, communication, what we believe, but the throat chakra rules manifestation. Belief system sits here too, believe it or not. So clearing any confliction is what you guys are going to need to do there, like doubt, unbelief, cultural conditioning, fear. I'm swallowing this because I'm Aries and Jupiter. Let's see. Any messages for those who have Aries and Jupiter based on this reading? That King of Wands, that Nine of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune. Any message from the Oracle of E? Okay. Brand spanking new. All right. Brand spanking new. Woo-hoo, baby. Card number 9, my life path number by, wish fulfillment. Wow. Brand spanking new. So let's see what it says here. At the bottom, silver linings. Oh, I was just saying that in all of my long speech. I was saying, it was like, as I do a life review, as I was saying that, I look at the silver lining. I didn't say those words, but that's what I was saying. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 is about completions. 10 is also about completion of cycles, lessons learned, right? Growth, development, graduation. That's what I feel when I hear 10. Being able to pull that. The only time you'll hear somebody say silver lining is because something was fucked up. And there is a call to need to see the silver lining in a situation, perhaps years. So that being at the bottom with brand spanking new being the lead. Communicating your purpose, seeing the silver lining in every lesson, every pain, every setback that caused you to not. And coming out brand spanking damn new. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, look, so number 9. Yeah, I know. I know. I need glasses. It says here, it says, you know how it feels after a fresh rain. Everything is pure, clean, washed to its precious, beautiful care. You just want to stick your nose in the air and take a big old whiff. That's your life right Now, there is not one blemish, not one flaw. It's a perfect 10. Yeah, baby. So it's all, listen, y'all, I'm just taking out resonate, but it's, to me, it's all systems go. That's what you're being given. All systems go, okay? With your life purpose and passion. All systems go. Whatever has been stirring and spurring in you, you may not have it all figured out. If you're anything like me, it's going to take some practice letting the language of letting go, of wanting to have it figured out. Okay? It's irritating, but just set an intention to just be in that flow and start somewhere, right? For an example, let's say you are that person that you love making cupcakes and you like giving people cupcakes, making people smile, and then you discover that, oh, I think I want to maybe have a little bakery or something, right? And maybe today you can't officially go and get a storefront and all of its supplies. But what you can do is start baking cupcakes. And what you can do is start perhaps handing them out as gifts to maybe charity, battered women, domestic violence survivors, the homeless, or start bringing cupcakes to people at work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You can do that. And that's, finding a way to be practicing that. It keeps you in that energy and vein so that you don't go like, oh, what the hell? I'm never going to have, a shop. But it'll keep you in alignment and cultivating that in which you love. Right? So card number 37, not that you guys need any reading on it, but it just simply says, it only looks like disruption. And I feel like this is what you all came out of because of that Wheel of Fortune card turning, right? It only looks like disruption. In reality, everything is actually fine. Everything, in fact, is beyond fine. Lord, glasses. Underneath appearances is a silver, gold, and platinum lining. Enjoy. So in other words, the disruption is just a disruption to what's not working. It may feel crappy, but it's a disruption to what's not working, which only makes room for what will, even as relates to our passion and our purpose. Okay, so that's what y'all got on that. Digging it. All right, lastly, please got the Divine Energy Oracle here. Man, you guys, this is good news, but Jupiter is said to be the luckiest planet. And I guess, having it in Aries is just a little bit amplified right now. But you know what? The wheel turns for every zodiac at some point. We all go through our seasons of where the wheel is in that upright, and when it's, what comes up comes down. It's the cycle of life. And so people may not even know that, as they see you maybe rise, they may not understand that, yeah, but do you want to know my story? Do you want to know how much I suffered? Do you really want to know? While you looking at me with green eye envy, not understanding, there's a story. There's a story behind it. All right. So, collective, focus on success. Wow. Jupiter placement in Aries. Jupiter placement in Aries. To go along with this message, this reading, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Build on a solid ground. Oh my gosh. Just saying. Admit your vulnerabilities. That's good. So this is about cultivating your strengths. This is how you can grow and develop in whatever that is. Practice. Admit to yourself where you're like, yeah, I need to just fine tune that a little bit. Okay. I need a little more discipline. Like they said about us with the Aries and Jupiter, a little bit more discipline. Okay. Nurture yourself. So don't remember, oh, I can see that. I can see why that's needed. Don't forget to nurture yourself, or else it's going to be like crash and burn, and you're going to lose that initial fire or passion because you're not stopping. I have to tell myself this all the time. I do. Like a Brandy, like tonight, that's why I made it a point to go out and have fun. I did that on purpose. I was like, girl, you finna go somewhere. You finna have some fun tonight. Yes, you are. Keep your commitment. So to me, this is just pointing back with Jupiter in Aries about discipline. Okay, discipline. And let me add a disclaimer, because if you got Earth in your chart, then you might get a little bit, extra with that. Okay. Yes, you keep your commitment, but leave room for flexibility because shit happens. Not only do shit happen, but we tweak our path and we tweak our endeavors too, according to our growth and according to the season. So you may not be able to be rigidly in a commitment of sorts, if that makes sense. I just wanted to add that as a disclaimer. Because a lot of people are fixed, especially air signs sometimes. Certain air signs, they can't bend, and that can work against you. Take the lead. So take ownership of your dream. It's on you, baby. There's focus on success. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Laugh at your demons. I like that one because to me, it's like we don't have to be freaking perfect. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't going to let nobody tell us we got to be. And what I mean by that is this. If we're sitting around and waiting for things to be perfect in order to live our passion and stuff like that, chances are time ain't gonna ever be right. It ain't gonna ever be good enough. It's gonna always be something. It says here, raise your vibration. This I know is important. So we need to constantly be working on our energy so that we are aligning with our soul's purpose from a higher vibrational place. I'm not going to even get into when our soul's purpose is being ruled by our rebel. I have a rebel. We all have a rebel. I like my rebel. I'm starting to give her a voice. You guys hear her all the time. When I'm being really sassy and stuff, that's because that comes from a part of my inner child nurturing and what I'm doing for my inner child and the type of inner child issues that I had. And so when you guys hear a lot of that, that's her. It's me, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's giving her validation and a platform to be her, which is she's going to just tell you like it is. She's not going to be the diplomatic version of Brandy. She's going to be the other one that says, look here. That be doing tarot reasons sometime and be like, that motherfuckers, like, tuning out distractions, okay? So that's important. And that just means maybe making a schedule to focus on that, you know, in terms of what you want to do, set, you know, a certain amount of time each day to maybe think about it, you know, not allowing yourself to be just too overwhelmed with life as an excuse as to why you never really go for your passion and count your blessings. So gratitude. Now let me get your card. Gratitude, extremely important with manifestation. All right. Jupiter placement in Aries. To go with this reading, any further messages from the divine to assist them with raising their vibration or clarity, hope, strength, whatever it is that they need most. Jupiter placements in Aries. According to this reading, any messages? There it is. Wow. Bust out of your cocoon. Come out of hiding. To hell with shit not being perfect. Okay? Just look, laugh at your demons. It's at the bottom of again. To hell with that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're all on a journey. Okay? Do we get more mature? Do we get more developed? Do we get more, you know what I'm saying? More more consistent with retaining our heightened consciousness or our heightened frequency? We do. This comes with time. It comes with time and practice, just like meditation. But we all make mistakes. That's a part of the journey. We all have blind spots. That's a part of the human experience. So to say, like, to sit back and just wait, like, oh, well, I'm not perfect and I don't have all the things I want to start my passion. Or if you're like me, something that I had to break free from because of some other programming that I was conditioned into. Well, my life ain't all together. I'm not totally healed. That's all bogus. Perception is our reality. So what I'm getting is just start. Start somewhere. Make that intention that, look, hey, I don't care if it ain't perfectly, you know what I'm saying? My videos ain't perfect. I don't care if I ain't got the perfect graphics and the songs and the shiznit and the damn, you know what I'm saying, commercial or whatever. Like, you know, I'm using this as an example because it can get easy to go on the comparison ride or what somebody told you because that's their resonance. Okay. It's us tapping into our soul's journey and soul's truth and going, okay, not to say I'm not going to try to perfect, you know, cultivate. And like it said, you know, I forget what that other one was, admitting your vulnerabilities and stuff. Absolutely. We always want to be improving. Sure. But not using that as an excuse as to not be stimulating your soul's purpose and passion and calling. Okay. Come out the cocoon. Whatever that means for you, right? Or it can even mean like stretching and going to apply for jobs that you would never apply for, but you're going for because it's in alignment with your soul's calling in some way. Like stuff like that. You'd be surprised when we take these leaps And doubt comes in and go, oh my gosh, like what if you actually get the job? Like you went there and what if what if they call you and go, would you like to come and be a Reiki master with us? Yeah. And seeing how that helps you in your path. Like for me, I got some goals already in motion and a plan, because I know the end game for me, and I feel like everything is training ground. Just like me being in Nevada, definitely training ground, but it's not my ending stop point. Okay. So yeah, come out, bust out of your cocoon. Okay. Laugh at your demons, man. Laugh at what you think are your flaws, and laugh at even what is your weaknesses, because everybody's got them. Laugh at the shit that people try to make you feel inferior about. Laugh at, like Kevin Hart's laugh at your pain. And it's not discrediting it, so I don't mean it in that way. You guys certainly know I'm a natural healer by birth. But it's just about getting to a place where you can. And getting to that place where we can empowers us to do what? Go for our life's goals and dreams, because we're just letting it roll off. King of Wands, baby. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Jupiter placements in Aries. This is your time. It's your hour. It's your season. All right. Brand spanking new. Brand damn spanking new, baby. All right. Look at the silver. I'll be tripping. Look at the silver linings, right, in your life, and burst out of that cocoon. Okay. And laugh, laugh, laugh. It's all good. All right, you guys, that wraps it up for tonight. Hope you guys get some rest. If it's time, if it's time for you to get rest, I don't know where you might be at, but if it's time for you to get some rest, I certainly hope that's what I'm about to try to go bring it down and go to Netflix or something and fall asleep, or listen to some frequencies, which I typically do at night, affirmations and frequencies. Very powerful to do, by the way. I do have one that I uploaded recently for self-acceptance. It's very powerful. Yeah, and there's many others. If that one, don't tickle your fancy, YouTube is full of them. Okay. So that is it. That is that. And that is all. I'll talk to you guys next time. I hope you really feel my sincere love to you and me thinking of you guys all the time and wishing you guys just abundance of happiness and bliss and joy and success, because ain't that kind of the point? We grow, we learn, we develop, but hell, it ain't about suffering all the time, or you know what I'm saying? If we want to manifest things differently, our frequency and vibration has to change. And bliss or patience, feeling good, is one of the primary ways to shift the frequency so that we can manifest the way we want to manifest versus the way we've been manifesting, right? Now I'm just babbling. I'm tired. Woo! Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, I forgot. I said I was going to show you guys this just in case you want to take a screenshot. My bad for those of you who didn't see the other one. If you want to practice the mudras for receptivity and peace, okay, just in case. Let me see. I'm trying to see if this is a good shot. There you go, right there. And so this helps move energy, okay, through the body, through the hands and fingertips, and then wherever it is lodged. And in this case, it's about the sacral chakra and the heart. So if there's any stuck emotion or energy, grief, anger, anxiety, emotion, like I said, um, these mudras assist with moving that energy for you, okay? That's why we do these, just in case you're wondering. It ain't just so we can do some cool hand moves. All right. Anyways, I go bye now. I tired. Yeah, but I'm trying to hold this up there for you guys. But I'm sending you guys so much love and light, okay? Love yourself, honor yourself, be good to yourself, right? Everything is energy, balance is key. This is our goal. And we love ourselves, honor ourselves, because at the end of the day, y'all know what I say? We are with ourselves. Namaste.